John Lee and Lucia Worthington. Please join us on stage. Please give Hannah, Brad, John, Lucia a huge round of applause as we get started. So this first question, they have 3 minutes to answer. Kristen, ladies first. Kick us off.
Excellent. My first question is for Hannah Joy. I'm going to go a little closer here because I'm blinded by the light. Okay, so Hannah Joy is running for the 17th Legislative District, State Representative, and my question is on reducing the cost of living. So Hannah, one of your key campaign promises is to reduce the cost of living in Washington. You have proposed several measures, such as lowering taxes, repealing the cap-and-trade tax scheme, and allowing citizens to opt out of the payroll tax for the long-term care benefit. Can you elaborate on how these measures will specifically impact middle and lower income families? Additionally, how do you plan to navigate potential opposition in legislature to ensure these changes are implemented?
Absolutely, and thank you for that, I appreciate that. So yes, one of the biggest issues we are facing in the state of Washington is the cost of living. We're all feeling it. Your groceries are high, you're struggling to put gas in your car, you gotta buy new clothes and stuff for your kids for school, and it's all just increasing. All the while, we have massive amounts of money in Olympia. Other states have a program that if there is an overage of money they got from taxes, they give it back to the people. We've seen this in other states. That is not the case for Washington. They're like, we're swimming in it. What can we give and to who? Who can we buy? And that's a big issue. We have major mismanagement of our taxpayers in Washington state. So it's about time we start reducing the cost for you guys. And one of those ways is through the cap-and-trade scheme. They have increased the amount of taxes on your gas, but where is that money going? I believe it was $40 million that came from those the first time it was put through, and not a single penny of that went back to our roads or infrastructure. That's a big deal. That's a really big problem. Where is that money going, and why is it not getting to the places we need it to get? So we need your input. Just recently brought that if you work 500 hours or more a month, you can get it after you pay in for a certain amount of time. But if you stop paying into it for a little bit of time, you're not eligible. You have to start all over again. This is a major flaw. Talk about any young family who's trying to get started in the world and mom needs to stop to raise her kids for a little bit. She's just now lost that. She has to start all over from scratch. This is anti-family policy and it has to go away. Because we all know that a civil society is based on families and how healthy families are in the state. So we need to start making sure that we're creating happy, healthy families by making it affordable for them to have them. So that is another way, and taxes in general are just out of control. We're looking at property tax and gas tax and payroll tax and this tax, and the taxing in the state of Washington is one of the worst I've ever seen. B&O tax, now you have income tax. They're going to keep coming at us until we stand up, and we've got to stop. And I don't know where the timer is. Oh, you're there. Hi. We're doing good. Great. So yes, reduce taxes, making the cost of living affordable, because that is a necessity. Do I need to keep going?
So, Hannah, you have emphasized the importance of building Washington's economy by encouraging industries to come to the state and supporting small businesses through regulatory reform. You also propose restoring law enforcement's ability to chase criminal suspects and prosecute those found guilty, which you believe will allow businesses to focus more on customer service rather than security concerns. Can you detail the specific regulatory reforms you plan to implement to attract and support businesses?
Yeah, I'll try and take up all my time because I'm practicing to be a politician. I think one of the most important things that we can do in the state of Washington is reduce the taxes for businesses. Small businesses have been vilified in the state of Washington. We really have. I used to own a small business in Washington. I know how difficult it was to keep employees and how difficult it was to keep up with regulations and red tape and all of this stuff. And then as the businesses get larger, of course, their taxes get larger. We saw an exodus of industries leave Washington when those taxes hit. What does that mean for families? That means lost jobs. That means unaffordable housing. That's a lot of issues. It's a tentacled issue. So yes, we have retail crime out of control, smash and grabs, all of your groceries. You go into Target, your shampoo is now locked up behind glass cases, your formula is locked up, and it's only going to continue that way until we can stop retail theft. It will help also with the cost of living, because now they won't have to put so much investment into protecting those items, right? Another issue we have is that nobody's prosecuted. So if somebody comes in, they drive a truck straight through your bicycle shop. This is a real issue. They'll steal your bicycles. You claim insurance. You repair it. You get new stuff, new bicycles. They do it again. Well, at some point, insurance is going to drop you. So now you have businesses that can't have insurance because the crime is so much. It's just a cascading effects of crazy chaos. Another issue that we have is electricity. We have all of these laws that are cart before the horse. We want to ban any sale of gas-powered vehicles by 2050, go electric. We want to ban gas-powered utilities in your homes moving forward to build. And now we want to take it away and you have to convert your home to electric. Our electrical grid can't handle that. That's a known fact. We are going to have massive brownouts, we're going to have massive blackouts if we do that. Now let's take that into industry. Industry is mostly on the west side of the state. That is where most of it is, because that's where most people want to live. But any type of new green-powered energy is being produced on the east side of the state. Your wind, your solar. The amount of money that it takes to do transitory electric from the east to the west is going to increase the cost even more. It is a cascading effect of cost rising, cost rising, cost rising. Why would anybody want to create industry in the state of Washington? So we've got a mixed bag. We've got small businesses who are suffering and closing. We've got larger industries who are realizing they are no longer profitable or can afford to stay in the state, and the other ones look really good. So let's just address it head on. Let's address the laws that are preventing our small businesses and our industries from succeeding and creating jobs for our families.